It's such a great thing to be yourself. It's so empowering, isn't it? You know, we can just go, I can just act how I want to with my mates.
Yeah.
And dance to like George Michael.
Yeah,
It's
and
like
how many
something.
environments can't you do that in?
Yeah, you
Or you
can't.
feel
Yeah,
you've got to be a certain way, say a certain thing,
yeah,
think about the way you need to communicate
yeah,
or present yourself.
yeah,
I think our industry's big for that,
yeah.
allowing people that sense of freedom.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, it's something that people return to and they come back, and that's one of the most rewarding things of all. Really, is the fact that people keep coming back. They go, I got this in my life once a month now. Something to really look forward to. It doesn't overdo it. It's not you can't do it every week. You know, once a month you can go out. You go home by 8-9 o'clock. You know, next 3 weeks you're all excited and you're back again then the following month. And I think it gives people something to look forward to.
So it's a community now.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is, because our social media and things, people have definitely sort of, you know, we have regular people who post now and things like that, and people who turn up all kind of sort of know other people are going to go. As like I said, there's the WhatsApp group thing is a powerful thing. So yeah, definitely a sense of community and getting along somewhere and knowing that you're going to be entertained, you know, that it's going to be good. We one of the absolute, probably the most important thing was ticket prices for us. We were determined just to make it £10. And in London it's only £15 because the venue said to us, I always remember this, you can't charge a tenner in London. They just won't trust it. They need it. So we were like, okay. So we made it £10, and it's been £10 now for nearly 2 years. And the point of that was us saying, look, everybody feels that they're getting ripped off at the moment, you know, with inflation and sort of like this peak prices on food and everything seems to be going up. I was like, let's give people one thing. Well, it's just a tenner. You can go along, it's £10. Go for the ticket, and then if you want to have a few beers and spend on the day and have a Prosecco breakfast or whatever, that's fine. But your ticket isn't 50, 60 quid. It's not that festival thing of like £150 or, you know, a diamond, you know, experience going to see somebody in the O2 that costs you £150. No, we didn't want to do that. It's £10, go along and you're in, and that's it. And I think that's been the strongest feedback of everything we've had, that people felt, well, nobody's trying to rip us off here. They've created something that they want people just to be able to go, that's not coming out of my pocket, and sort of, I'm not having to worry about having to pay for this, and it's going to make a big hole in my pocket. It's going to be something that's reasonable.
What do you see as some of like the downsides of community and having that community?
The downsides? I don't know really. I mean, I don't know. What do you think is any downsides?
I don't know. I think maybe when it comes to like business competition.
Oh yeah, so I think the one thing is we have lots of copycats, right?
Yes.
Loads. But I've always been really flattered by it. At first I used to have mates going, oh, look at this. But I was a bit like, you know what? If something's a good idea, flattery is the highest form of whatever, and there's a copying is the highest form of flattery. You know, I was always expecting that a little bit. Listen, there's whole sort of companies set up now that sort of, you know, who've sort of chased us around the country, and I understand that. But, you know, if somebody really enjoys going along to that as well and wants to go twice a month, then let them go. You know, some people want to go every week, you know, and there's maybe one every week in the city. But, you know, I do think that we're the original, and there's a lot to be said for that. So, and people know us. I think Vicky, my wife, being part of it was a big part of it because people trust her. She's sort of the stuff she's done in music and all that kind of space, and so she's like, and she was very keen on making it really safe for women and all those kind of things. So I think, you know, that side of it wasn't something that particularly concerned me, and doesn't even now really. I think, you know, if worst case scenario, say it all collapsed next month, right, and somebody else come along, we've had a great run, we've had an amazing 2 years, we've sold out loads of, so, you know, it's already been fantastic. But at the moment it seems to be that people still want to come.
Yeah, and that's so interesting. It's almost like, is there such thing as competition?
Yeah, exactly. I don't feel it. I'm a bit like, you know what, they really do it on the same days as us, and even if they do, it's fine. We pretty much always sell out. They do really well, and if I ever bumped into anybody, I'd say, you know, because, you know, there's been daytime events forever. You know, we didn't invent the genre of sort of, you know, going out in the day. I had the idea because I said I went to Liverpool and Manchester and I went out in the daytime and seeing people out. So I had the idea from somewhere. So everything's a sort of like just a slight
variation.
I was absolutely. So I'm a bit like, I was always all right with that, and I was never really worried about it. And, you know, there's a thing called Bingo Bongo or something it's called.
Yes.
Yeah, which is massive, you know.
We work with them,
yeah, they're fantastic, you know, and there's lots of sort of
variations
of that. It doesn't seem to bother them. They're a bit like, it's how it goes, and we're the same, really. Listen, if more people are going out and more people are joining the economy, whether it be daytime or nighttime, I'm a happy man with that.
Yeah.